Hey, Sean, how are you, my brother? Mwah, love you. Sissy, Lois, and Skeeter. Hey, hey, hey. It's Skeeter Jackson. How's everybody? Be right back, y'all. I forgot my charger. Be right back. Well, crap. It's in my car. I'll be right back. Sorry, guys. I left it in my car. Sorry about that, guys. How's everybody? Hi, sis. Ashtaru. I'm sorry, honey. I hope you feel better soon, Bubba. Hey, all sorts. Lois Ann, Rusty. Hi, babe. Sorry I wasn't here when y'all came in. I thought I brought my charger in, but I didn't. It was out in the car. Hi, Bobby, honey. No problem, sweetheart. It's just good to see you, Bobby. Welcome back, Sissy. I'm back too. All sorts. I love you, sweetheart. You're such an angel. So, how's everybody doing? You'll have a good day? No, it's Ghost Strohs, Brian Strohs, honey. I haven't even watched it. I don't even know where we're at here. Thanks, all sorts. Yeah, I got them at Walmart actually. I like them. They're navy blue. They don't really show. They almost look black on here, don't they? But they're navy blue, which is my color. I love blue, especially navy. Cool, Skeeter. I went to Texas Roadhouse. Okay, what inning are they in, Brian? You gonna hedge your bushes tomorrow naked? I hope you're making the bushes naked and not that you're going to do it naked, Bobby. That would be an interesting sight to see, and I would probably tell you to wait till I get there, because I'm just saying. Hey, Cal. Oh, cool. Awesome, Kelly. Well, say hi for me. Sissy, will you be at a spot just for a country girl? I don't understand what you're asking, Sissy, because this is my spot. This is it. So I don't know what you're asking. Okay, sis. Hi, Leo. Einstein. Hey, what's up, Rick? How are you, sweetheart? I'm good. Oh, well, in that case, Bobby, go ahead and, make your bushes naked. If you're not getting naked, you can do that now. But if you want to get naked, wait till I get there, okay? Just saying. Yeah, stuff on my channel is going to definitely be country girl. I don't know how to decorate my channel at all. Joanne, I think, is going to give me a proposal to create a logo for me. And the logo is something, because I can't draw worth a damn. But I want to use like ropes and wagon wheels, maybe a wagon wheel for the letter O, and use horseshoes for the ends, that kind of stuff. Ropes, maybe, I don't know, just country Western things that I can use to make the letters and spell them with, and some kind of country zines in the back. I don't know, y'all. Something like that. I can't draw worth a damn. I can picture it in my head, but I can't draw. So bottom of the third. Oh, hell, there's still a long time to go, Brian. Oh, Rick, it's going around, honey. I'm really sorry to hear that, but it's going around for sure. Oh, Sean, absolutely, honey. I know that's hard. My dad died in 2009, and every year it's tough those few days. It's really hard. But absolutely, I will keep her in my prayers, and she'll be okay. She'll get through it. Backroads, hi, darling. How are you? So, if anybody would like an invitation to come up here and join me, y'all let me know, and I will send it to your channel. Man, this is good. Y'all really need to try this. It's really, really good. Hey, Kevin, darling. How are you, sweetheart? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, all sorts. Yeah, he passed away in August 2009. It's tough. He had been sick for over a year, so in a way, it was a blessing, But even when you know it's coming, it's not easy. Hey, Mary, how are you, sweetheart? No, you don't do lives, Tim, my big brother, but I love you just the same, if that counts. Leo, I love you. Right now, lovely kid Japan, Tina, is actually Leo. She's taking in a shower, so he's listening in. So I love you, Leo. Aishitaru. Oh, it's really good, sissy. It really is. Yeah. It's the same one I was drinking last night. I think I'm hooked on it. Backroads, how are you doing? Or Backwoods. I'm looking at Backroads up there and Backwoods here, y'all. Sorry. But Backroads, I said hi to you, sweetheart. And Backwoods, now it's your turn. Hi, darling. Oh, you guys, the drink. This is a cranberry grape juice with half cranberry grape juice, half 7-Up, and a spritz of lime, like a fresh lime. And it is so good, you guys. It's almost like a cherry limeade that you get from Sonic, but it's cranberry grape instead of the cherry. And, oh my God, it's good, you guys. Hey, Arizona. How are you, sweetheart? It's good to see you, babe. I'm doing well, by the way. Thank you, Backwoods. I'm well. I went to dinner with my family. I kind of had a busy morning around here and swept, mop, did some laundry, cleaned the bathroom. I kind of figure since I'm the only one here and the maid's got the day off, I might as well do it, right? Oh, wait, I am the maid. Never mind. I still did it. But so most of my day was doing that. And then my nephew called. We were celebrating his birthday. It's actually Thursday, but I'm not going to be here next weekend. So he called and they wanted to go out to dinner. So I drove down to Pearland. It's about, I don't know, 35, 40 minutes from here. We went to Texas Roadhouse and I had half of a roll. I had about half of a house salad, 3 or 4 bites of green beans, and about 5 pieces of shrimp and a couple bites of rice. And I am beyond stuffed. It was really good though. So yeah, the drink is really good. Y'all got to try it. It's really good. Mine are killing me. Y'all can see me just kind of, ugh. I take my meds, but oh, lucky. Leo, I love you, Leo. Let me send some back to Leo. Hold on. Well, that was a freeze, right? I can't find all of them like you do, Leo. You're faster than me. You're very fast, little man. You're too fast for me, Leo. There you go, Leo. For you, baby. Oh my goodness. I didn't see the pumpkin. I must have missed it, but I didn't see the pumpkin on here unless maybe it's on my mobile. Oh gosh, I don't know, Kev. It's just confusing. It's really confusing, Kev. No, Rusty, it's Ghost Rose. Come on now. Hey, Blind Mama, how are you, sis? Aw, Backwoods, you were such an angel. Now I started looking for emojis for Leo. So if anybody wants to come up here and you said something, I missed it. So please let me know again. Hey, Timothy, how are you? Welcome. Iron Dog is an awesome dude and a great friend. And I love him to pieces. So I had to come by and say hi. And, you know, I try to always support my friends and other channels and stuff. So, but welcome to my channel. I did go and sub you. You're awesome. Thank you. Tosh, hi, are you, sweetheart? And those of you just coming in right now, lovely kid Japan is Leo because she went to take a shower. So he's listening to us and he's the one sending all of the emojis. I love you, Leo. Aishitaru. Hey, Cammy. How are you, sweetheart? Oh, it's okay, sissy. Whatever you can do is great. That can change, Brian, honey. Have a great night, sissy. I love you. Kansas, awesome. I'm in Texas. Ugh, I've got the worst muscle pains. I can take a relaxer, but I don't want to. So I sound like a Kansas girl, huh? That's because I work real hard at getting the Texas twang out. But if you stick around when I've had a few glasses of wine or I'm really tired, the twang comes out. But thank you. We have an office in Kansas, in Kansas City. Actually, it's in Olathe, Kansas, right outside Kansas City. I did the shower before dinner and I washed my hair and now it's a mess, but oh well. Y'all don't mind, right? Oh, you just hold your breath there, Brian. Stros are taking this whole thing. We are winning this series, I'm telling you. We might be nice and let you win one just so you don't look bad, but we're winning. Yes, we do need to keep it G-rated for Leo. Tina will let us know when she's back. Yep, it is 8:26 here. Thanks, Arizona. You're a doll. Love you, sweetheart. I'm stuffed, you guys. I ate too much. My goodness. But it didn't stop me from buying some bridge mix. You guys have got to check this out. It's Gilbert's. They've been around in Texas since like 68, 69. It says on the bag. What's it say? 69. Almost as old as I am. This particular one is called Bridge Mix. It's chocolate covered cashews, walnuts, pecans, and raisins. And oh my God, it's so good. It's really good, you guys. And whenever I go down, there's only one place I know to get it. And it's down by my mom's, which is where I went for dinner. So when I go down there, I have to stop and get some. Love you, Leo. Thank you, sweetheart. Auntie CG loves you. So let me see if I can get a couple of these out of here. So they're all different sizes depending on which one you're getting. Like this big one is probably a walnut. It may be a pecan. Yeah, that's pecan. You know, but they got little ones, raisins, walnuts, almonds. This one's kind of round and oval, so it's got to be an almond. But it's good. So I got one nephew in Japan playing on his mama's phone, sending you guys all this. I have another nephew on my mother's cell phone who's sending me stuff there. Absolutely, Arizona. I love cowboy candy. It's really good. This particular one I got, you guys, because I am diabetic, so before y'all start freaking out on me, if you can see it, it is sugar-free. They make it with real dark chocolate, but obviously as a diabetic, that's not good for me. Oh, there's cashew. Recognize the shape? They are really healthy. The chocolate is maybe not so healthy, but in this case, it's sugar-free, so it's not too bad. As long as I don't eat too many. There was a raisin. Leo, can you find the blue heart? It's blue. Can you find it? Walnut. Yeah, I love cashews. Cashews are probably my favorite, followed by pistachios. But down here in Texas, pecans are plentiful. We can get all the pecans we want. In fact, my dad's got a huge tree in the front yard, a huge tree in the backyard, and he lets me take as many as I want as long as I go help pick them, picking them off the ground and all that stuff before the squirrels do. Caramel. No filberts, huh? Yeah, filberts are a little different, Skeeter. But I don't like peanuts, believe it or not. I love peanut butter, but I don't like peanuts. Yeah, me too. I like dark chocolate. Sam, hi, darling. How are you, baby? So I don't guess anybody wants to come up here with me, huh? Butterbean back roads. Leo. Oh my goodness, Leo. I love you. Nice to. You make me smile, Leo. Peanut. Look what you can do. I'm gonna spit it out, right? Hey, Erica. Yep, hazelnut. Hey, Vinny, how are you? What the hell is up with that, Sam? Going to bed this damn early. What the hell, dude? It's too damn early for that. Yeah, pistachios are great. Right? I hear you, Timothy. I hear you. I might have one more handful, and I'm gonna close this bag because I really don't need these. I really don't. Oh wait, there's no cashew in there, but I see one. Must have cashew. Hang on just a second, Vinny. Let me answer my nephew here real quick. My other nephew. Okay, sorry guys. Brazil nuts. Mm-hmm. And Brazil nuts are hard too. They really are. Hey, Melanie. Hi, Susan. How are you, sis? Tosh, it's great to see you, babe. Hey, RS. I am getting off of here at 10 my time, which will be 8 o'clock for you. If you want to call me then, charge your phone up and call me. Okay? 8 o'clock your time. Yep, Auntie. Hey, Lonely Prepper. How are you, darling? You doing all right tonight? Ooh, you look like you got some really cool videos. I just subbed to you, Lonely Prepper. So you guys welcome him, or is it her? I don't know. Your vids don't show. Lonely Prepper Homestead, you guys. I think that's some really cool videos. Welcome to my channel. Oh, hugs, Tosh. I'm good, baby. I went to down to Pearland, met my folks. It's my nephew Austin. It's his birthday celebration because I won't be here next weekend for his actual birthday. So we went to Texas Roadhouse and had half a roll, half a salad, a couple bites of rice, some green beans, and about 4 or 5 grilled shrimp. It was really good. In fact, I brought the other half home. I couldn't eat it all. Telling ya. All right, Kev. Well, I love you, babe. You'll be here another 30 minutes or so. Yeah, I love Texas Roadhouse. It's okay, Timothy. Don't put no money on that because he's losing. I'm winning. I saw him spouting off over there on Iron Dogs, but ain't happening. Oh, right, Tosh. Texas Roadhouse is one of my all-time favorite places, and I was really glad when he picked that for his birthday because last year he picked McDonald's. Fortunately, his tastes are maturing with his age. No peppers for Rick. Love you, Bobby, honey. Give Tammy a hug for me. I know, but you have to go, right? It's his birthday. He gets to pick. Family tradition. Whoever's birthday we're celebrating, that's who gets to pick. I love the raisins, y'all. Vinny, no, I didn't. I'm sorry. Hang on. Uno momento, por favor. About. Send. Paste. Send. 'Tis gone on its way to you, sir, flying through the air, through the cyberspace, as it makes a path to your door. Almond. Cody's Roadhouse. I don't think I've ever heard of that, Skeeter. Is it good? Cool, Erica. Next Saturday, I'll be in hell. Well, pepper hell, anyway. So you eat really good for me, okay? Because I won't feel like eating nothing past breakfast. Oh, good Lord, Skeeter, that's going to take your whole dang check. It's awesome, but it's going to take your whole dang check. Oh, Leo, I love you. I still do, Leo. Night, Sam. Love you, baby.
Hi, country girl.
Hey, Vinny. How are you, babe?
Not bad, not bad. I just thought I'd come in and say hello to you.
Well, we appreciate it.
I bought some strawberries this morning. I got them really cheap. I got 80 cents for like a container like this, and look how big they are. They're huge.
Pretty. Love strawberries.
Oh, they smell so good, and I got so many of them now. I'm thinking of making strawberry jam.
Yummy. Arizona, honey. Rick One, who is in here, he's in the room. He just popped up. Make sure you are subbed to him because he's going to stream the 2017 Circus Carolina Reaper Pepper Challenge. Myself, Samwise Goji, and Drunken One, otherwise known as Sparky, he is also in the room with us. We'll all be at my house. Sam is coming to Texas. I am so stoked. He will be here on the 2nd. I am stoked about that. So Sam will be here. Drunken One is driving down. He lives about 30, 45 minutes from me, from my side of town. So he will be here. Sparky will be here. And we are eating Carolina Reaper peppers, the hottest peppers on record. They're said to be one hotter, but hasn't been officially certified yet. But to give you an idea, a habanero pepper is about 350,000 to 500,000 max on a Scoville scale. The Reaper peppers are between 1.5 and 2.2 million. Yes, million.
Which is hot.
Super hot. And we will be eating them. The rules are you must chew the pepper, you must swallow the pepper, and if you grab a drink or anything to eat, you're out. So last person standing wins. Who's going to last the longest? Me. It's going to be crazy. So next Saturday on the 4th, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time on Picker Rick One's channel. You'll make sure you're subbed to him and ring that bell so you'll get the notification when we go live. Oh, it's going to be crazy, Arizona. I'm telling you. Timothy, Sparky is Drunken One. Sparky's a nickname.
I saw your message, Tosh Time. I haven't got your hard drive. I'm sorry.
I lied. One more small handful, and then I'm putting it away. I'm going to put this bag out of my reach so I can't get it again. Okay? So y'all don't let me eat no more of these tonight. Hi, Owen, darling. How are you? Thanks, Melanie. And for those of you, thank you, Kevin. For those of you guys just coming in, right now you see Lovely Kid Tina, Lovely Kid Japan in the chat. That is not, in fact, Lovely Kid Japan. There she is. That is her son, Leo. He is 5. She's in the shower, and he's listening. I am his Auntie CG. I love you, Leo. I study, baby. So that is him. So please bear with the smileys and emoticons. He's having a blast, and we're babysitting basically while she takes a shower. So y'all just keep it G-rated for me, and she'll let us know when she's back on the phone, okay?
I know you're joking, Tosh. Country girl, just going to give you a bit of fine tuning on your preparation on your journey to digest or ingest a Carolina Reaper. Whatever you do, don't touch it on your lips. Just put it straight in your mouth. Avoid the lip area. If you can avoid the lip area, that's probably 30% of your battle won.
You were supposed to tell me this privately, so not where he could hear it.
Oh. and also just to protect yourself, whether the challengers do it or not, wear a pair of rubber gloves, because once your eyes start watering, you can actually rip them off then and wipe, start rubbing your eyes, the tears and all that sort of stuff away.
I have medical gloves that I'm bringing from work, so out of a first aid kit.
It's a very, very good idea.
Yep,
very good idea to wear those. And just something to put in your train of thought. Remember that what goes in hot comes out hot. So it is just give you an idea.
I don't know.
You're better off, before you do the challenge as well, trying to bind yourself up. Maybe eat something that's going to give you a hard poop rather than a wet poop, because when you wipe, that's when the burn comes. Trust me.
Okay.
So I'm just telling you, because I've done something like that and it was painful at both ends.
I don't doubt myself. I don't delude myself. It's going to hurt like hell coming in, going for a couple of days. But, is what it is. Challenge was made. I accepted it. I got to do it. So
that's it. I've tried the milk and I've tried the ice cream. It didn't sort of work too good for me. The only thing that it seemed to do was actually cool down my mouth, basically. But I'm not a very big milk drinker or ice cream eater. Like that would probably make me, I don't know, make me vomit, regurgitated, I suppose, like with saying it with all etiquette. Yes, so they are hot. That's all I can say. They're very hot.
They are very hot. Yeah, Backwoods Honey, the only reason he deleted that, Leo is extremely smart. He can read English. So I know he's only 5, but he's like really smart. That's the only reason he deleted your comment, okay? So don't be offended, please. We got to keep it G-rated until Tina's back on the phone.
What's the weather doing where you are, country girl?
Today was an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous day. The current temperature is 60 degrees. And we're supposed to go down to about 35 tonight.
Okay.
And my next week will be back up in the 80s and low 70s at night. So, it's Texas. You don't have to weather wait a couple of days. It'll change.
Yeah. No, I just see you're always in a summery type of mood and outfits and things like that, and the fan's always running. So I'm trying to picture Texas weather, if you know what I mean. And I'm thinking cowboy movies. I've never seen it really pour down in a cowboy movie and stuff like that. So deserts and heat, that's all I can think of.
That's fairly apt. We do have a rainy season usually into April, early May, where we'll get 2-3 days of rain a week for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
But our temperatures won't really drop. This is unseasonably cool for us this early in the year.
Okay. Yeah, someone
for us till November or close.
Someone was saying it was snowing today, and I can't remember. It was one of the homesteaders, and they said it was unusual to be snowing this early where they were. And I thought, oh, okay, must be going to be a harsh winter.
That's kind of what we're thinking, because it's unusually cool. Drunken One's in here. He lives about 30-45 minutes from me.
Yeah.
So he can attest as well. We don't usually get these types of temperatures till close to Thanksgiving or even after. closer to Christmas.
Okay. Can I've just got to ask a question, and I'm a dumbass. That's why I'm asking the question. So I hope no one thinks I'm stupid. I just don't know American traditions, and I'm learning as I speak to my fellow Americans. What is Thanksgiving about?
Well, hey, excuse me a moment.
Threw you off.
Food in my mouth. Excuse me. I try not to talk with food in my mouth.
No, that's all right. Yeah, I understand.
Traditionally, years and years ago, a couple hundred years ago, when the colonies were first settled here, and I do not remember right off the bat exact dates. I cannot tell you. There are probably teachers in the chat room that can tell you exactly, but we were interacting with the Native American people.
Okay.
And when the winters were really bad, you know, people were able to help each other. And as the story goes, as a symbol of Thanksgiving for the coming spring, the weather was changing, things were getting better, diseases were lessening, you know, crops were able to grow. But they were giving thanks for the communion of the two, the colonials and the Native Americans who were already here came together for one big feast, and it ended up kind of morphing into what modern day Thanksgiving is for us, which is basically just being grateful for what you have in life. It's a big family celebration. You know, it's being grateful, thinking about all the good things you have, and rather than concentrating on what you don't. So
yeah, well, that's cool. I like that because I really never knew what Thanksgiving was about. I just knew it involved a big ass turkey, and that's about it.
Backwoods got it right. You can't have Thanksgiving without football. Backwoods, I was watching, I was at the restaurant today, and on the way out, there are 40 seconds left in the Texans game, right? And they're up by 3. It's like 34 to 31 or 30 something. It was like 3 or 4 point spread. We were winning. 40 seconds left in the game, and they scored, and we lost in the last 40 seconds of the game. I was so ticked off.
Lovely kid says she's ready to live stream.
Ah, you're back. You should scroll up in the chat and look at all of the emojis that Leo has been having fun with Cammie. Her and Cammie have been going back and forth. It's funny, funny, funny. And I will send you your invite, baby.
I like what
the fall harvest and celebrating life and, you know, living through some really tough times.
Tosh time. I like what she said. It's only about eating turkey. Laugh out loud.
Turkey is a necessity for most folks.
I actually
it's no work, and the family gets together and actually sits at the table together, right, Wacky?
Yeah. I've always said, yeah, that can be awkward in life because you can choose your friends, but you can't choose your family. And some family get-togethers can be very eventful.
Yeah, me too, Brian. I wasn't watching it. It's just on the bar area. When I kept walking out of the restaurant, my dad stopped, and you know, when Dad stopped, I stopped, and I was like, glad I'm not watching. But I will say the Texans have never, not one person on that team has ever taken a knee, ever. Not because anybody told them not to, but because they got together as a team and said, no, it's disrespectful. They won't do it. So problem is the other teams they're watching are. So I'm kind of, what do you do, you know? Which is sad because I love my Texans football. But I haven't been watching them, so it just is. Turkey almost became the national bird. It sure did. Let me send your invite, sweetie. Hold on, sis. Look at me just a second.
I love smoked turkey breast. Oh, it's beautiful.
Oop, I didn't do it right. Let me go make sure I get it right. Because if I send it wrong, she won't get it.
We sort of have
what I forgot.
We sort of have a Thanksgiving every hot weekend really then, because we call it a barbecue. We're very well known for our barbecues. There's a lot of punch-ons on
the Barbie.
There's a lot of punch-ons on those too when it's all family. So
Yeah.
you're better off just inviting. Well, you're better off just inviting your friends.
Hola.
Hi!
Hi, Tina.
Konnichiwa! Auntie, thank you. Thank you for, and everybody, thank you for that babysitting for Leo. He was so happy with you guys.
Yep. I love you, Leo.
Babysitting. Wait. Babysitting, no babysitting. It
No,
wasn't a
we
babysitting.
were just keeping you company, right, Leo?
Yeah.
I love you. Okay. Mwah.
Say hi, everybody.
Hey everybody.
Thank you. And
Hi,
Kami,
Leo.
Kami and everyone was so nice, like keeping him, like making emojis. That was
Yeah,
so
we
nice.
had
Thank
fun with
you.
emojis. And Cammy and a couple of others kept sending them back, so it was cool. He
Uh,
was well taken care of.
yeah, it was so nice because I said, "Okay, Leo, I'm going to shower," and he said, "Oh, I would like to see CG. Don't like switch off. I will be here." Okay, he will be here. He loves you so much.
Leo, can you say thank you, Cammy?
Thank you, Timmy.
There you go. Thank you, Cammy.
That was so nice. That was so sweet of you, Kami. Thank you.
Yeah, that's my nephew, guys. I have adopted him and I love him. He calls me Auntie CG.
Yeah.
He loves to listen to me sing too. He usually takes the phone away from her when I sing. He won't let her have the phone. He wants to hear.
Yes. He's always asking about you. In the morning, he woke up and he said, "Are we going to see Auntie? Like, is she online?" And I said, "No, she's not online now."
Hey,
Yeah,
Tina.
if she's watching
Yes.
a video and he gets upset because I'm not live, we'll call her.
Yes.
Your,
Yes.
your,
So true.
your, your son looks like someone I was watching on the weekend. There's a show in America called Silent Library, and your son looks like the host, a very young version of the host. And I think he's from Japan too. It's so resembling, it's not funny.
Oh, wow.
Mm.
Oh.
Yeah, he's like he probably doesn't understand me because of the Australian accent, but
Can you
yeah,
understand him?
it's
No.
He's from Australia. But it's in English, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll try and speak as English as I can so you can understand me.
Okay.
Okay.
Like, isn't it
Hey,
cool? He doesn't watch TV. He doesn't like. He's always with CG, and it's just what he's allowed to do, like to be with CG here and with
no,
you
that's
guys.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rusty, if it's 9 my time in the evening, it's about what, close to 11 at your house, Tammy, in the morning?
Yeah. Here it's about, I don't know, near 11, I
Yeah,
think.
about 11 o'clock your time, right, in the morning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's like where I'm at Central, she's about an hour and a half ahead of me, I think.
Oh, yes.
2
Yeah.
hours ahead of me.
6 minutes till 11. Yes.
Yeah, she's an hour ahead of me.
1 o'clock in the afternoon, Monday.
Yeah. Yeah. It always
2
like
hours ahead of me, I'm sorry.
we are having morning and you are having evening there. And
Yeah.
Australia, what time is it now?
1 o'clock in the afternoon,
Oh,
Monday.
Monday. Oh, yeah,
Yes, it's
Monday
Monday for
here
her as well.
also.
He's 2 hours behind you. 2 hours more
Oh,
from you in
yeah,
your
yeah.
future.
You are first. You will have first.
I'm in the
Oh,
future.
New Year.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
I'm in the
Oh,
future.
that's
I'm in the
great.
future big time.
I thought I'm the first. I'm the future. You're
No,
first.
I'm the first. Then there's after me. There's the penguins. They're
Oh.
further down south, but yeah.
So
Oh,
Melanie, you're in between the two because it's 11 for her and 1 for him. If it's 12:55, you're the same time as Vinny, Melanie. 12:55.
oh, wow, Melanie. Oh,
Oh no, but you're
nice.
PM. Yeah, PM. 12:55. She's the same time as Vinny.
Leo, are you doing my Halloween hairstyle?
Yeah.
Where are
Yeah.
you from, Melanie?
She's in New Zealand.
Oh, okay, yeah, she's
No.
New Zealand.
Hello,
Yep.
I said Halloween
Okay, Halloween style.
Yeah, the only reason I might be at the same time as New Zealand at the moment is because of daylight savings. But if we take that hour off my time, and New Zealand doesn't have daylight savings, she would be first. Yeah.
Good. Oh, okay, good. Hello.
All I know is it's about 9 o'clock here and we got an hour to go. That's what I can tell you. I do good to keep up with Tina, so I know when I can call her and not.
Sorry. I just had a beautiful shower, sexy shower, and I did my best with my hair. And look what's happening.
Well, Rusty, you know I'm in the U.S.
Yeah, Leo was asking today,
Yes, right?
where is CG living? And I said, Texas. And he said, where's Texas? In America? And I said, yes.
Yep, in America.
Yeah. He's always asking where is from everybody. And he's watching his map, like the world map. And
you know what would be
so
fun?
great for
Have a
him.
world map to get him some push pins and let him put a push pin where all his favorite people are. When he finds somebody, and then it will help him learn geography too.
Oh, wow. I have to do that. Oh,
You know, one he can put up on the wall and use a little push pin, one for Houston, for Country Girl, for CG. And he can put, one for Sam and one for Rick is in Tennessee and in Australia. That'll help him learn his geography too.
I wanted to do that like so long time ago, like who will send us some postcard or something, then we can do that. But then I thought, we don't have a PO box, but I can do this like this is great idea for homeschooling. Woo!
Yeah. They have 2 nieces for
Thank you,
homeschool.
CG.
I know, because I helped teach them.
Yeah. He's learning so much. And yesterday on my vlog, I was talking about you on my vlog. He was showing you the trick, your trick, but you teached him.
Awesome. I have to go watch it. I haven't had a chance yet. I cleaned all morning. And, I'm just here, and since I'm the only one here, I kind of get automatically volunteered to sweep and mop and vacuum and do the laundry and clean the bathroom and take out the trash. And there's nobody here but me, so I kind of automatically get volunteered. So
yeah, that's why
I was going to come on here and finish up some stuff, and then my nephew called and wanted to go to dinner for his birthday. So
wow, happy birthday!
So we went out to dinner, and I drove down to my mom's. And
Leo, Auntie CG's nephew, how old is he? 8?
He'll be 13 on Thursday.
13. Oh, he's big boy. 13.
A teenager. You guys, I'm getting so old. Oh God, I'm getting old.
Oh my. You will have fun with the teenager if he will be teenager like my teenager.
Oh, this one talks smack better than anybody I've ever seen in my life. He grew up around my dad and brothers.
I have 3 teenagers, and I need a priest to come and do an exorcism.
Yeah, but you got 3 girls.
Yeah.
Oh, girls.
4 girls. One's married. Thank the Lord. Last night, just to give you an example, how lucky you are to have a son. My 3 daughters were on the ground fighting over who's going for a shower first. So who gets the hottest water first, and all I can do is just sit back and watch and let them sort it out between themselves. They're like savages.
Wow.
I hope they get better.
Well, I will tell you, I was a hellacious teenage daughter, but I grew up into one hell of a woman. So.
And I'm used to the showers, but now all 3 of them have got their learner's permit, so they can learn to drive. And so now it's a big fight. My wife doesn't drive anymore because now the girls all fight amongst each other on who's doing the drive to the shopping centre, who's driving home from the shopping centre. And then when my wife gets home, there's one that's missed out on a drive, so she has to go out again and do another drive. And then if one gets 1 minute more than the other, oh dear.
That's when you set up a schedule. You got 3 kids, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Each kid gets to drive Tuesday and Thursday, mom or dad drive. Period. Wherever we go. If we go somewhere good, it's great. If we don't, we don't.
I do something better than that, country girl. I've got NASCAR rated earplugs, and I put the earplugs in.
Yeah. Do you want to do that?
I do not get involved. It can get messy.
Penny, can you type some in the chat? Some of them that don't know you can find your channel.
Yep. Done it now.
Can y'all imagine 3 teenage girls all learning to drive at the same time?
Oh,
It's
wow.
crazy. And I said,
blind mama how to drive. I'm going to go to Arizona before too awful long, and I'm going to go teach blind mama how to drive.
Oh, wow.
I think depending on who wins it, Brian. Depends on who wins, baby. I think.
Wow.
I have to go look it up, but I think it's going to depend on, because we had what, 2 there, and then 2 here, 4. Yeah, it's going to depend on who wins it, baby.
I think CG is going to win.
Yep, I'm winning that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, CG in my realm, as an Australian person, CG to me would be known as a hard head. So she's not like a person to give up very easily. I think she'll do the challenge quite well.
I'm pretty stubborn. Yes, Tosh, I'm going to teach a blind woman how to drive, but before y'all freak out on me, we're going to a big, open, empty area where there are no cars, no lights, poles, no nothing. It's just a big, open area that she can drive on. So we won't be where she can hurt anything or us. But yes, I'm going to teach her how to drive.
Hi, Tosh, my positive sis. And CG, you are so amazing. You are going to do that for her. It is so nice of you. I would like to see that video. It's going to be amazing. Like, I cannot imagine, like, she's going to be so happy she can do that, actually do it with you.
Well, you know, I'm kind of thinking she cooks by people helping her by feel and touch and sound, right?
Yeah.
I've actually knew a guy who was completely blind, and as long as the one person that knew how to give him directions could give him directions, while the other person that was with him, they were like the best of friends, was had no arms. So he couldn't drive because he didn't have any arms. But he could see. So they taught each other, and they got down to such a science practicing it that he could drive.
Mm-hmm.
And the other guy would tell him when to slow down, when to stop. They had signals for slow down, speed up. He would tell him 100 feet to the red light, so he knew when to start slowing down. He would tell him when to turn. I mean, it was crazy to watch them together. So I'm thinking, you know what? If he can do it, I can do it. I can teach her how to drive. I mean, she may not be able to drive on the street, but you know, down a deserted highway or something, just to get behind the wheel and feel like she's doing something everybody else can do. How awesome would that be?
Mm.
That freedom of being, you know, just like everybody else.
What I did, my parents, prior to old age catching up with them, we've got a, well, they have, they've got an 1,100 acre property. And what I did is I bought an old camper van, and I governed the motor down so it couldn't do any more than 10 kilometres an hour. And I ripped out all the camper van stuff from the back. So when we'd go up to my parents' place, because once the sheep farming was over, we took down quite a few fences, segregation fences. So the kids would leave in the morning with a full tank of fuel at 10 kilometres an hour, and you'd see them run back. They'd be that hungry, they'd be running to come home for tea. The van would have no one in it, and it'd be coming towards the house on its own. They'd actually beat the van home, you know, and that's how they learned how to actually drive. But now they won't have a bar of it. Now they want to be on the road amongst the traffic.
Yeah.
You know? It's
I took drivers
crazy.
to school, probably similar to what Tasha's talking about, where you actually drove. There were like 3 to 4 people in a car. You had an instructor, and you drove on the roads. And,
Yep.
I know, Josh, I know. We had this one guy who was scared, so he would sit like this right in front of it, and his eyes would do like this, but he refused to move his head. So he wouldn't turn his head and look at traffic like this. He would just move his eyes because he was terrified. He was like frozen.
Yeah.
And you would see these people coming this way. You're like, stop! And thank God the instructor has a set of a brake on their
On
side.
his side, yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, Lord.
My kids, I used to put the kids in the truck, and when I used to go in between the cattle gates, they'd be sitting in the truck in the passenger seats on their own. I'd jump out while it was in crawler gear. So, I mean, I could actually walk faster than the truck in crawler gear. And I'd go out, open the gate, and then let the truck go past. Then I'd shut it. There was no one driving it. It's going in a straight line. And then the kids got used to that concept. And many times I used to look in the paddock, and they'd be a fair way away, and there's the kids, they're trying to chase rabbits or something in the paddock, and the vehicle's going on its own, so they're actually accustomed to handling a vehicle. They're just not accustomed to the road rules and all that sort of stuff. And I'm not game enough, because I took them all out for a drive once. I got two daughters in the back telling the one that's driving to hurry up, and like the two in the back are going, go through the red light, run them over. Who cares? It's my turn now. And I said to my wife, I think this is your job.
Right, Green Bay? That was funny. But yeah, why can't you drive? I mean, and half the time I'm kind of agreeing with Backwoods here. Half the people I know can't see anyway. They got to be blind to do some of the stupid crap they do. But I think the funniest one in driver's ed that I remember was just hysterical. And this one kid, when driver's ed, if you've never taken it, they teach you that there's a stop sign and there's a white line. And when you stop for the stop sign, the front of your bumper cannot pass the stop sign. You must come to a full and complete stop.
Yep.
Then you can slowly ease up if you need to see around something, okay? We had this one kid that just did not like brakes for whatever reason. He always waited to the last minute, and he would slide right past it out to close to the edge of the intersection. So one day, the driver instructor just got sick of it, and he says, they're coming to the stop sign. He's not going to stop again. He slams on the instructor brake, stops the car. He says, now, put it in reverse. So the guy backs up. He says, now ease forward until I tell you to stop real slow, and he gets to where he's supposed to stop on the line, right? Put it in park. Tells the kid, puts it in park. He says, now get out of the car, and I want you to walk over there and apologize to the stop sign for passing it up. The kid looked at him, and we're in the back. We're rolling, you guys. We're rolling. It is so funny. But the kid in the back, in the driver's seat, he looks at him. He's like, you're kidding me. He said, nope. And every time you pass a stop sign from here on in, you're going to get out and apologize to it until you figure out to respect the damn stop sign. You got it? So he really did. He gets out of the car. He gets out of the car. Now he's going to be a smart aleck about it. He gets out of the car and he goes up to the stop sign and he reaches out and he grabs the pole like this. And he's going, I am so sorry to make your acquaintance. And one of the kids in the back seat with me leans out the window. Oh, wait, let me make sure Leo can't hear right now. Okay, Leo can't hear. So he leans out the kid in the back seat with me, leans out the window. And he goes, he didn't tell you to jack the thing off. He just told you to say hello and apologize. Damn it, get your ass back in the car. Oh my God, we laughed. Even the instructor was laughing so hard. We sat there for another 5 minutes before we could go anywhere. It was so funny.
Yeah. Actually, it's funny you mentioned that, because I remember a friend of mine, when he went for his license on his 18th birthday, he actually crawled up to the stop sign and went over the line on his license test, and he failed because he did not stop. Stop is stop.
Yeah, Bubba, if you don't like my driving, get off the sidewalk. That's for sure. I know, Tosh. It was funny as all get out. It was hysterical. Hey, Kelly fam, darling. I didn't see you come in, sis. How are you, darling? Leo's dancing. Can y'all see him? Let me see if she can get him to do it again. See if he'll dance again, Tina. She's muted. It's malicious.
Yeah, because it's very, very noisy.
Mm-hmm.
Snowman, ow. Leo, dance. You can dance.
No, you got to put the music on so he can dance. You know, it's this
Ah,
cutest
wow.
Reggie.
that lost his britches.
I know.
I did it again. It fell off.
His pants is
Amen,
going
backwoods.
down.
Amen. She is always smiling. I love her. When she doesn't smile, my whole world crashes. I have to find out what's wrong.
But he's jumping so much that his pants is going down.
Hey,
Okay,
Justin.
Leo, please change your clothes, okay?
How are you,
Change your.
Justin? Oh, my goodness. What a cutie. I
And
hope
look
he's
what
still
he.
this cute when I get there in 2 years.
Yeah, look what he did to me. The
Huh.
Halloween scary nail.
Ah!
Look.
Halloween
What-
scary nails.
Oh.
Hey, Tina, is
Yes.
Halloween big in Japan?
Not so big. We've got some parties here, but it's not like in America, like the Halloween streets there and so much fancy like in America. We don't have so many decorations, just
Yeah.
a little, and it's just about the decoration, about the enjoying Halloween. But not so many kids are coming to like from the door to doors, but
Yeah.
my teenager sons friends, when they were small, they always came to our house because they knew that I'm foreign, and yeah, like
Okay.
I will give them the sweets and chocolate. They knew that in America they have to go from doors to doors, and
Yeah.
that same with Leo's friends also. Like some kids, like I don't know, they will come to our house and they will say trick or treat, and they are waiting for that chocolate, and I'm like, oh, they know that I'm living here. They can see me always like walking around. Yeah, and that's why they are enjoying the Halloween. Some of them, they are changing their clothes, like having costumes and having party. But it's like for kids. The party is for kids, not for
Not
the
for the
adults.
adults. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Yep.
tomorrow we are going for adults party for agents in Japan, and we
Yep.
are going to celebrate that Halloween. I don't know. Everybody has to have some costume, and I'm going there for the first time for Halloween.
And what are you
What are
wearing?
you gonna wear?
Ninja. This year I'm ninja. The last year I was witch, and before that I was Red Hood. Red Hood. What's that?
Little Red Riding Hood.
Yeah, Red Riding Hood. And before that I was what I was, cowboy, I think, cowgirl, cowboy girl.
What's cowboy?
I was no. I was pirate.
Pirate.
Yeah, pirate. Yeah. You crazy boy. Oh no, don't show that. No. Change your clothes, Leah. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Backwoods, I love you, honey.
Oh.
I kind of got a little distracted with my nephew tonight. Forgive me, but I am so glad you're here, darling. I love you. Say hi to your mom for me.
Yeah, and yes, I have to uh prepare the clothes for tomorrow for the Halloween party, to call my friends and to know that who is coming. I don't know, and yeah, we are going to start our day here. Sis, I'm going. Maybe I will watch like your live stream after, because Leo
Okay.
has to change his clothes and start the day here.
Okie dokie. I love you.
Love you, Leo.
Einstein.
Love you, everybody. And
Hello, Einstein.
yeah, thank you everybody for Leo, to having him there on your live stream, CG.
No,
Thank you
no
so
Oh,
much.
he is
problem.
always welcome on my live stream.
Thank you.
Okay, I
See
love you,
you.
Einstein.
Love you. I still do.
See you
Bye
later.
bye. You can switch it off. Bye.
He's too cute.
So
Okay, now
always
y'all don't have to remain G-rated. You're good, normal rules. Thank you guys, everybody. Thank you so much for that.
always a pleasure, isn't she?
Yes, she is. She's a beautiful person. Hey, Amber, how are you, sweetheart? Welcome.
You know, you know, I do a bit of airbrushing, country girl, don't you?
I did not know that. So you can make me
Okay.
look good for a change.
No, this is. I'll just share my screen and show you what I painted up for my daughter's 1 year. And oh, can you hear that? We got a huge, massive monsoon coming. I'll show you what they make me paint every year for kind of like Halloween stuff. Can you see that?
Bubba, you are crazy. Yep. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I've got to do all these skulls in it. That's a T-shirt. That's Natalie wearing that. That's one of my daughters, and yeah.
Hey,
So
Joe.
I got airbrush duties this afternoon.
Cool.
Sharing.
Right, Cargo? Very talented. He might look me look good with that kind of talent.
I said to him one day, if you want me to do your Halloween makeup, I'll just close your eyes and cover your eyes and I'll airbrush your heads. And yeah, they didn't like the idea of it because apparently I can't put makeup on. So I said, oh, okay, yeah, no worries. You do what you've got to do. That I don't argue with the women in my family. I'm the janitor. I've got the junior CEOs, and then I've got the junior executives, and then I got the CEO. I'm just the janitor.
I think this is going to be my drink of obsession for the next week until I get sick of it.
Tosh time must come from a big family or something, because she said she understands the sibling rivalry. I haven't been keeping an eye on the chat, but yeah, it sounds like she had a few people in her family.
Well, Amber, thankfully the 31st is not far away, honey. You just got a couple more days. I'm trusting you're not just totally starving, right? Because I know you guys and you and John know enough to keep food in your house that will let you eat so that you're not starving, because I know y'all know that and do. Might not have some of your favorites, but you're not going to starve, thank goodness, and that's something to be grateful for.
Green Bay Wacky's just left a funny comment in the chat about he comes from a big family and no one will even empty the dishwasher. No one will even bring their plate up to the kitchen bench to put in the dishwasher here. I have to force them. The only control I have over my kids is I manage the router and take down their internet connection. And I give them 3 warnings. And then when I do take down the internet connection, it doesn't work anyway, because my wife, she'll be on her phone talking to her friends on social media and stuff. She'll say, "Where's the internet gone?" I said, "I took it down because I didn't want to take the dishes up." "Put it back on, please." Okay.
No, around my house, everybody, now I grew up, you guys, I have 1, 2 older brothers and 1, 2, 3, 4 younger brothers. At any one time, there were a minimum of 3, usually 4 of us, 5 of us in the house at one time. And in my house, you picked your plate up and you took it into the kitchen and you scraped your food off and you put your plate in the sink. And if you didn't, mother would come around and slap you in the back of the head and you'd go do it. You didn't go anywhere or do anything until you picked up your plate. And then as you got older, started having chores and you started rinsing dishes and putting them in the dishwasher. And yeah, it wasn't allowed in our house. You had chores and you did them or you didn't do nothing. Oh, my goodness, Mark.
There's a
Five
comment
brothers and
by
five sisters.
Green Bay Wacky. You commented earlier, your Cobra is a Mad Max Interceptor, but how that model is normally. Yep, maybe. The Mad Max Interceptor was an XB Falcon. That is an XC Falcon. It's an actual genuine race car. It's a pride and joy thing. That one I don't like too much. I like the actual 1971. That's a bit better. But yeah, my kids actually don't even like riding in those things because apparently it's embarrassing. Has to be nice and modern. You know what I mean? They don't like those old cars. I'm trying to find a photo of another one.
I know damn well you and John are smart enough to have food stocked. I know that damn well because you've talked to every one of us a billion times. So why do you not have food there? I get paying bills. I pay all my bills too, but that's why I have extra. When you have a little money, you get extra. And quit going out to eat all the time. Quit blowing your money. Start cooking at home. Saving your stuff. You know, growing up is a pain in the ass. It's not any fun, but it's what you got to do. So I don't understand. Even if all you got to eat is dry cereal, it's better than being hungry. You can
actually,
bags of rice. You don't need anything but water for rice. You won't.
That's a very good point.
Very good. Rice and beans, rice. They store forever, and you won't be hungry.
Very good point, country girl. I was cooking this morning. I made 1 kilo of macaroni. I made 3 litres of sauce. I portioned it up into Tupperware containers, and now I have enough macaroni and sauce that will be frozen. So there's a meal tonight, and there's probably another 5 more meals that I will use at any time this month.
Yeah.
You know, I do it in bulk.
All I can say, Amber, if you're that hungry is, you know, check out local churches or a food pantry that may be able to help you. They may give you something to get you through the next couple of days, honey. I don't know what else to tell you. But whatever it is, if you're getting to the point that you're running out of food, then you guys need to seriously sit down and figure out what you're going to do to keep a stockpile. I mean, beans are 89 cents a bag and rice is $1.80 for a gigantic bag of rice.
Yeah.
You can eat beans and rice and rice and beans, but you wouldn't be hungry. And all you need for that is water. It may not be the most tasteful thing in the world, but you wouldn't be hungry.
Can I just ask you, country girl? You're a good cook, country girl. Have you ever frozen rice? Is that possible?
Have you ever what?
Frozen rice? Is that possible?
Yes, you can freeze rice. If you've got it like in a casserole, it will freeze quite well. I've never frozen it on its own.
Yeah.
Honey, Amber, sweetheart, I understand that you only get so much a month. I live on an extremely tight budget myself. I live on that, okay? And I pay a lot. I mean, I know that you got your taxes to pay, but when you know you have taxes to pay, that means every time you get a paycheck in the month, if your taxes are $1,200, you need $100 a month. So when you get paid, you put $100 away and you don't touch it. So when taxes come, you've got that money sitting there, you can pay it. Yeah. That's how you do it. You put stuff back.
I think.
Seriously.
Yeah, I think
crying over I don't have money. I know people that live on $600 a month, and they manage to eat every day. So it doesn't work for me. It doesn't wash.
I think, in all fairness, though, as well, what would you say? I don't know what.
I'm not going to baby you, and you know that. I love you, but I'm not going to baby you. And if you get mad and leave, then that's on you.
Yeah, I don't know how to handle something like that because I know when bad times are coming. Do you know what I mean? I sort of prepare for them. That's probably the only prepping in me, like that I can foresee. Like when times are going to be tough. There's sometimes, Amber, that I can't make bills and all that, but usually, you know, even with my taxes, and trust me, I pay very, very hefty taxes here. You know, I'll get a bill sent by the Australian Taxation Office. And I will tell them, I will make a phone call. Yeah, the debt's mine. I fully agree to that, but I'm only going to pay you this much this month because it's going to be a burden on my family. That's basically how I handle it. You know, so talking to people helps. It really does. You know.
Oh, well, like I said, she can get as upset as she wants. I love her and she knows I love her, but it's reality. You know, you got taxes to pay. Then you put away a little bit each month so that when it comes to those 2 months out of the year, you're covered.
No,
And
but don't say that.
The other day, Susan and I we're both ice cream and everything else. Well, when you know you got to go till the 31st, ice cream's the last thing you buy. You buy beans and rice and bologna and bread. You buy peanut butter. You buy whatever that's going to get you through. And you have a stockpile. When you have a little extra, stockpile it. So no, it doesn't wash with me. I'm sorry you're hungry, but this is your own damn fault. So don't come in here whining and begging for sympathy. It's not happening here. I hope you don't get that upset. I hope you come back. I love you, but I'm not going to baby you. You already know that. I won't baby you any more than I will anybody else.
Yeah, it's
yeah, okay.
Being poor doesn't make you less of a friend, Amber. We're all here morally supporting each other, and that's the best we can do. I don't know how to answer anything, really. I really don't.
Yep, it's called growing up. Being a grown-up is not fun, Amber. It's not fun. I pay all of my bills. Do I have anything left over? No. You guys have seen days when I haven't had much, but I'm never hungry because you've seen my pantry. It's stocked. I never go hungry because I make sure there's stuff here for those hard times. And there's no reason you guys haven't done it. I've seen you running around. I don't know how many times in the last couple of weeks you went to Wendy's, you went to McDonald's, you went to here. Quit eating out. Cook at home. Cook enough for leftovers and take care of your family. That's what you need to do. It's called a budget. And if it's tight, it's tight.
Grizz, if I told you how much I pay on my property taxes,
I love you.
You would freak.
Exactly. Oatmeal, ramen noodles. Ramen noodles are cheap. They're 13 cents a pack. You can't tell me you can't look under the couch cushions and find 13 cents. Haircuts, fancy haircuts, and hair dyes that you spent money on. Do I dye my hair? Yes, I do, but I paid for it. And I didn't cut myself out anything in the process. So as much as I love you, baby girl, you need to learn to budget. Don't come in here whining and crying because you haven't budgeted your stuff right. Yeah, fast food's a waste of money. It's just like smoking. I smoke because I can support my habit, but I guarantee you, if my income goes down and I can't afford my cigarettes, I'll do without.
See, this is, I don't know what ramen noodles or Roman noodles or ramen noodles are, but we have these here. Is it anything like these? I'll split it open. It's a packet, and you just add boiling water to it, and
oh yeah, she's got ramens. They're 13 cents a pack here in the States.
Yeah, well, this packet here.
By the case.
Yeah, this packet here is very cheap for us. Like this is, I mean, it's going to sound expensive for you guys, but you know we're so highly taxed here. That's probably about $2.50 for this. And I don't know what the shame is in these because I actually cook these in a bowl. I put an egg in there. And then I microwave it, and I mix the egg with it, put some chili sauce, and it's, I don't know, I'm addicted to these, and I don't see why people shame them.
Ramen, so I think we're done. I'm moving on, you guys. I'm not staying on this topic anymore. Amber, I love you, but I'm done with the topic. When you want to grow up, you can come back. I'm done talking about it. So if you continue to talk about it, I will ban you until you figure it out, okay?
I'm so upset today. My wife's gone to get her hair cut, and I have to pick my daughters up from school. That means I can't have a drink of wine because I will not touch any alcohol and drive. And damn, it's cutting into my drinking time.
So yeah, I'm done, you guys. I'm done with the topic. Let's move on. So what did everybody do today? Anybody do anything exciting?
I went to drop my excavator off, doing what did I do today? I dropped my excavator off because a friend of mine asked me, because his son's building a house, Vince, can we please use your excavator for a retaining wall. Yep, okay. And I said, what have you done there? He said, oh, we've done a site cut. And I said, was it done properly? Yep. And it was done in the reverse way, so it's a big lake there. So I just said, look, I'll dig a trench, get all the water out, and then I'll come home. So that's me.
Well, there you go.
I was hoping to enjoy a glass of red wine while I'm sitting here talking to you, having fun. And unfortunately, in about an hour's time, I've got to go and pick the daughters up. And because they've elected, we have two choices here in Australia when you're driving a car. You can actually pick automatic or manual. You can't, if you pick manual, you can actually drive an automatic or a manual. But if you pick automatic, you can't drive manual. So mine's manual. So they know there's no fighting on the way home about who's driving. So that's one good thing.
Yep. Owen went grocery shopping. We stayed the rest of the day inside because it's raining. Oh, I love that show, Green Bay. Oh, exciting and new. Come aboard. We're expecting you. And love, it's the sweetest reward. Let it flow. It flows back to you. The Love Boat. Yeah, it's one of my favorite shows growing up. Haven't seen it in years, though. Let's see. Kelly says, Hannah, which is her daughter, she's an adult before I read all this to y'all. Her boyfriend came home after being in Quebec for 2 months visiting his mom, which is awesome.
Kelly PB fam, if you could show me how to make ginger beer, I would be forever indebted, and I will not haunt you in the afterlife.
Minuteman wants to know if they still sell utes there, Vinny.
Yeah, they sure do. I drive a ute myself, actually, which is a utility vehicle. It's like a small truck. Yep. I love ginger beer, especially when they we have this ginger beer here. It's made up in Bundaberg in Queensland, and apparently it's distilled. I don't know how they do it, but I'd love to know how to make ginger beer.
Minuteman says he wants one so bad. All right, Green Bay, thanks for stopping in, honey. Hope you have a great evening.
Yeah, the utes are pretty good. We got some really, really wicked utes here, and I'm talking very ultralight cars with massive V8s in them, and they can really fly.
So if I win the lottery, Minuteman, I'll buy you a ute and have it shipped, okay? But that's the only way I can do it for you. But if I win the lottery, you mark me down for it, okay? Of course, if I play the lottery, I might have a better chance of winning.
You're more than welcome to come to Australia and pick one out of the paddock. They're obviously covered all in prickle bushes and stuff, but if you clear them out, I'll drag them with the tractor and you can take it home with you. How's that?
Well, there's a deal. Kelly says that she'll send the recipe to you.
I would love to have that ginger beer recipe. That would be great.
Okay, now that makes sense to me, Minuteman. I can do that. I got you. So who wants to come up and hang on for a few minutes and hang out with Vinny for a couple of minutes while I go have a smoke?
You go. I'll keep him entertained. The only reason I'm smoking in the house is because there's no females here at the moment. Otherwise, I'd get my balls ripped off.
Well, they're kind of going to smell it when they get back, aren't they?
No, because I'll get their feminine toilet spray that smells like roses and spray it all around the place first. And my wife will walk in and she'll say, gee, it smells nice. Did you do the cleaning? And I'll say, yep. Which I'm lying.
Gosh, let me go have my cigarette real quick, okay? And then I'll be back and we'll do. Hey, RV, sure, hang on just a second. I'm going to send it a private message to your channel, okay?
Mr. RV Lucky. I won the lottery once, Grizz, and I won it at the worst of times. Had I won it the week before, this is in the 1990s, I would have got $170,000. Had I won it the week after I won it, I would have got $140,000. But the week I won it, I only got $10,000. And because there was 4 of us who bought the ticket, that was $2,500 each. Better than a kick in the ass, I know, but yeah, that was my win.
All right, I'll be right back, guys. I'm just going to go out and have a quick smoke.
Tosh time. What is the boat game? I do not know the boat game. You're going to have to educate me. Saying hi to everyone in the chat, and I'm going to go. I once won 1K in the Air Cadet lottery. How good is it to win any money? You know, you just think, the first thing I thought, right, how can I spend it? You know, because it's a bonus you never had and you're never going to get it again, so I'll just blow it. I love ginger beer when it's cold. It's really, really cold. I buy it from the shop and I put it in the freezer and I get it to just ice crystal stage. And it's so nice. It's very addictive. I don't see, yeah. I don't see how they get the ginger taste in there. I know there's a lot of sediment in ours, but maybe it's the ginger. I don't know. Mr. RV Lucky, how are you?
Fine. How you doing?
I'm doing great. And yourself?
I'm doing fine. I just telling everybody on the sidebar, hi, right back at you. What have you been up to?
Nothing. I'm learning about playing a boat game. Apparently we are on a boat, and on the boat you can bring a violin and you can bring Victor, but you can't bring Barbara or a ball. What else can you bring on the boat?
Don't understand about that game. It's like rock soup. You ever heard of rock soup?
No.
I'll tell you, rock soup is a Chinese guy that had a bunch of rocks. And they asked him what he was going to do with them. And he said, well, I'm going to make rock soup. And the first guy came by with some carrots. He said, you know what would be good in that rock soup? He said, some of my carrots. And it went on and on and on and on. And pretty soon he's got all the ingredients for the soup. So he cooks the soup with the rocks in it. And then he takes the rocks out. And they ask him, why did they take the rocks out of the soup? He says, that's for next time I cook rock soup. So all the ingredients was gave to him by people that wanted rock soup. Well, they got rock soup, all right. That's about how intelligent some people are. They got a gimmick going, and that's the way they want to do it. Like that pet rock, here a while back, a long time ago.
Actually, we have Tosh Time said I can also bring vapor. That would throw me about that game, Tosh. I wouldn't really do well at it. But back onto the rock soup thing. We've got a running joke here in Australia where sort of the same thing. Get a couple of bricks, boil them in the soup, and people will then ask you, well, how do you know when the soup's ready? When the bricks are soft, the soup's ready.
Yeah. Well, that's about how they do some of that stuff. You was talking about taxes. Well, right around this time of the year, everybody gets ready for their taxes. They have income taxes and land taxes and all that other stuff could be coming due pretty soon in January. But they get their notices in November and December. Basically, for their land taxes, property taxes.
Yeah, not I, but the whole of Australia. Our financial year ends on the 30th of June, and we have a time limit. We've got 2 months after the 30th of June to do all our taxes necessary. So everything happens from between June to September, I'd say.
Yeah, but Australia's always been overtaxed. They've been that way since after the Second World War.
Well, on 20 acres, I can tell you that I'd pay $11,000 a year.
Yep. And everybody would say, "Wow!" But now you get more per hour than over there, and our dollar's worth about dollar and a half over there's worth. Our dollar's worth about. If we had a dollar and a half, usually it'd be $3 over there. So that's about what it boils down to, 3 to 1.
Yeah. I mean, I bought the property, what, 10 years ago. The rule of thumb here with property is it doubles every 7 to 8 years in value. That's the rule of thumb. And, you know, on what I'm paying might seem like a lot of money, the taxes, but the value of the property itself is really, really high. It's a couple of $1 million for that property, if you know what I mean. Yeah.
I was going to go over there in the early 50s, I'd say.
Yeah.
And I really did want to go over there. I should have went, but things didn't work out. But I wanted to work over there at Melbourne and then buy me a sheep ranch.
Yeah.
But
well, that's what my parents did for many, many years. My father and mother have 1,100 acres, and they were running sheep on that. And then the recession hit us, and when the recession hit us, you could actually buy a whole sheep for $5, $4, $5, and there was no money left in it. And then with the Arabs and all that sort of stuff, Australia struck deals with live exports, and that picked up our sheep industry again. But by that time, my dad had invested into machinery, so we ploughed up the fields and went into the grain game and started growing wheat.
Well,
yeah,
like
it's
go ahead.
And the grain industry now, you know, because everything's global. Like if you were to ship, say, 100,000 ton of wheat to, I don't know, Africa, Europe, or whatever, it's over there in 3 weeks. You know what I mean? So there's no great urgency anymore in anything because the logistics, transport logistics, are just immense. You know, they can get things there really quick now.
Good night, Susan. Well, it don't matter where you live at anymore. I think every country's got about the same thing going for them. They're tired of the politics. They're tired of the bull crap.
Yeah.
You know, and it's the same old, same old. You know, you think they're going to change it for the better. No, it's not. It just gets worse and worse. And
See,
worse.
here in Australia, we the only difference between Australia and America is you guys seem to be a bit more passionate about the political parties, where here we really don't care because we know we're going to be bent over. We've got to spread our ass cheeks and we're going to take it up the ass. You know, well, that's basically
almost every country. It's the same damn thing. It doesn't matter. I mean, you know, I guess if we had a complete dictatorship or some shit, you know,
but, yeah. But no, here it's a funny situation here in Australia at the moment with our politics. I think it's funny, and we're all laughing about it. To be an Australian politician, you need to be an Australian citizen. And someone blew the whistle on one of the parliamentary members being of dual citizenship, but most of his upbringing was in New Zealand. So people started digging around, and the whole Liberal Party, which is in power now, has British citizens, New Zealand citizens, and all citizens from different countries in parliamentary level. And the Australian Federal Court ruled on Friday that no, you must be of Australian citizenship to be in any government position at federal level. So now they're dismissing the government and they're putting all their seats up for re-election.
Oh, hell, that's funny.
Yeah,
well, no, you know you got the original king. It's supposed to be King of England over there. He
Yeah,
turned his back
yeah,
on, well, his ancestors did, on the
yeah,
kingship of, or the royalship of England, and said piss on them, and
yeah,
went over there and became just a regular. I think he was an outback guy or something, whatever he was. But
yeah,
uh, his ancestors became ranchers and shit. He said, "To hell
yeah.
with the royalty."
Yeah, well, it's the same thing. Like we've got that guy here from the royal family who became a normal citizen. But if you read about the guy who abdicated from the crown for Queen Elizabeth,
Yep.
he married a Canadian, I believe, and because she wasn't of royal blood, he wasn't going to be allowed to marry her, so he gave up the crown as well, and he's living in Canada now. Oh, well, I don't know if he's still alive, but yeah, he abdicated and
Yeah, he
married a
moved to
Canadian.
Canada, but
Yeah,
that's happened 2 or 3 damn times. I sort of laugh at the damn, at the royals. I mean, I think right now that Charles dude, he can't be a king because he's got Camilla on his arm and all this other shit.
yeah,
I
yeah.
laugh at the whole damn thing. I think it's funny.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think it's a joke myself, and like they call themselves blue blood, and the big thing that when I never got into the royals or anything like that, but when Diana married Charles, apparently there's always going to be a rift from the start because she wasn't blue blood, she wasn't of
Right.
royal descent or something, which that to me means one thing, RV, incest.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. Very few people know. In my ancestry, there was a King Charles way back there. Married a Russian czar or czarist or whatever you want to call her. That she was one of the royal bloods of Russia.
Yeah.
And anyway, he married her, and she became Queen of England with him. He was king. Well, I'm related to that union because I was kin to her.
Yeah.
But all them damn England, Germany, Austria, all them took all the kids from all them royal marriages and shipped them over there. And like Russia was they were kings and kin to the royal family, first or second cousins. Hell, you can just name it all over the damn world. Germany was that way. France was that way.
Yeah.
Spain was that way. Everybody was kin to everybody.
Yeah.
And there's all kin to one another. Just like about like our last 20 presidents we've had have all been kin to one another. And it stems back to the royals. Because, I mean, they had 12 or 15 kids or whatever. They all married into high society.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I thought that was
crazy.
sort of funny, though.
Yeah, I tell you what. Speaking of,
hang on a second. Let me say hi to a few people. They're just
Okay.
guys. Calm down. Granny Monster is in the house. Granny, I love you, baby.
hey, Granny.
And Lil Star is here. Hi, darling. How are y'all
Hey,
doing?
Tex.
Yeah, let's talk to them people.
Yeah, these.
Hi, everybody over there.
I watched.
While you
I
was
watched.
gone, Susan left. Did you?
Yes, I did say goodbye to her. I was
Okay.
on chat. So, how you doing, RV? You doing all right?
I'm doing all right. I cooked a great big supper and now I'm eating cereal. That's sad. I cooked fried chicken, mashed potatoes, gravy, barbecued beans, and something else.
Geez, I'm going to his place for dinner.
And then I decided, well, that's too much. All that fried stuff was too much for me, so I decided to eat me a bowl of cereal.
I had grilled shrimp, the salad, and a couple bites of green beans and a roll.
Well, my kids came over, so they scarfed it all up.
Good song, Granny. I like your version.
Yeah. Like I said, I left all that.
I don't mind cereal. I like cereal.
Well, like I said, you can eat so much grease. Well, I mean, it's good, and I fried grease in lard. I don't fry it in Crisco, and I don't fry it in anything but lard.
No, that's I've had that discussion with Country Girl once before. Actually, the best homemade chips will be fried in lard. I
Yeah.
don't care what anyone says; they taste good.
If you really, I mean, Sunday dinner should be like Grandma and Grandpa used to cook. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And like I said, they go through all kinds of lard, and I save all my bacon grease, and I strain it through a coffee strainer, and I put it in jars, and I put it in the refrigerator. And then when I really want to have a fry or something, I'll dig out that bacon grease and fry it and that stuff.
Yeah, it's very expensive down here now, lard. Because we fry what we do, we fry the chips in the deep fryer, and then when the lard sets, we just put the lid on and store it like that. It's simple as that, and we'll get quite a few uses out of the lard. And but to replenish the lard, a block of lard from the shop, which I think is around 250 grams, is $7 at the moment. $7 for 250 grams of lard.
Well, I planned on shutting this down in a few minutes, but Granny, if you and Lil Star want to come up and visit for a little bit, I'll stay on a little bit longer because, you know, I just love the hell out of y'all.
Yeah, I should have moved. Like I said, I could always kick myself for not moving to Australia when the kids were little.
Yeah.
Yep. How you doing, Mom?
My parents' RV, what happened with them, because I was actually born in Belgium myself. I was little when I came over here. I was 18 months old the first time, and my parents experienced 5 years here, and then they decided to make a choice between here and Europe for the rest of their living days on the planet. So they went back to Europe for 5 years, and they said, "No, let's get the hell out of there. We're going back to Australia."
Granny says she knew lard was so valuable, I'd sell my bun lard.
I know shit.
Okay, Granny, I'm going to send you a private message to your channel, okay?
Yeah, what we take for granted over here, I found that out by going to a lot of different countries. They don't take for granted like we do. I mean, you know, they're serious about some of that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go over to some countries and buy gold cheaper than you can buy the spice.
Yeah.
It ain't no lie.
Yeah. No, I hear you on that one.
Guest coming up, so y'all have to share the floor.
Oh, we will. We'll surely let them share it.
I'm going to make myself I'm just going to mute myself, Country Girl and RV, because I'm going to make myself a cup of coffee.
Okay, great. We will be here.
What did you say? Now, you just live by yourself, don't you, Country Girl?
Yes, I am by myself.
I thought you did. Well, you didn't have to cook a whole bunch. I do it every once in a while.
Actually, my nephew's birthday is next week, and I won't be here. So I went down to Pearland. It's about a 30, 45-minute drive from my house. And I met them kind of almost to my mom's with my mom and dad to go out to dinner for his birthday. So we went to Texas Roadhouse.
Well, they came over about once a month. My grandkids and great-grandkids and great-great-grandkids. Everybody piles up over here, and I fry up a bunch of cast iron chicken, you know.
Yeah.
And everything. And of course, they don't help all that much. They're too busy visiting. But that's all right. I sit there and watch them eat, man. They can flat eat that chicken, let me tell you. And they said,
I'm trying to eat a lot healthier. You know, like the mac and cheese I made, I had a few bites of it. And I kept a couple little servings for me, but I took most of it to my bosses, and she's not in the food plan. So I love it, but I can't eat like that. I just can't.
I got a granddaughter. She's vegan till she comes to my house, and she has to have that fried chicken. She says, I don't know what you do to this chicken that makes it. I said, it's half pig. She ain't never figured it out. I was always a half pig. That's why you like it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bubba, how are you doing, sweetheart? How long do I got before I got to be in WITSEC? I know it's fastly approaching, and I got it lined up.
I'm trying to sub these people. I haven't got it subbed, it's probably because they're going so fast.
Well, you can stop it. Just scroll back up, and it'll stop the stream for you. It'll stop the chat. You can pause and aim
Yeah.
for what you're looking at easier. I could bring chicken on the boat, and you could bring the teriyaki to go with it.
I subbed a few of them.
And maybe some tomatoes on the side.
Oh, I love fresh tomatoes with salt and pepper on them, right out of the garden.
Me too. I love, love, love fresh tomatoes.
Yeah, I love to. I can eat, and I can eat them sweet onions. Them raised in one part. What are the name of them onions?
Vidalia.
Vidalias. I love them. Oh, I buy a bag of them and I've eat them like apples with a little salt and stuff on them. And that's it. So they don't stay long here. Hello, Granny.
Hi,
Hi,
Granny.
gorgeous.
Hello, beautiful. How are you, my darling?
I am a little bit I'm a little bit miffed.
About?
Somebody that I thought I'd had a okay parting of the ways with, I found out has been gossiping all over the place about me.
Oh, don't you hate that?
Oh, I love gossip. It makes.
Yeah.
Hey, you should be thankful they're thinking of you. That's gossip. That's what I tell them when they start talking about me. Well, at least it gives somebody else a rest.
Yeah, but when you think it's somebody close to you that would never do that to you, that hurts.
Well, I like I said,
That's a betrayal. I mean, I don't care what strangers say about me. They can talk about me all they want, but
Right,
when
right.
it's somebody you're really close to, that's just, yeah.
well, I really don't know what's going on, but people shouldn't really talk about other people they don't even know. Like I said, I had this first time I really met Granny. I've seen her, a couple of times, but
Howdy.
I don't like that. I don't try to say nothing bad on anybody's
It's
channel.
childish. If you're not getting positive affirmation on a daily, then you go for negative affirmation, I guess.
Well,
No, I just
Child.
all I can tell you, Granny, is I love the hell out of you. I think you are an amazing woman. Absolutely.
Thank you. I love you. You already know I love you, hon.
Amazing. So the people that are going to be like that, you're better off without them in your life anyway, because they're not going to do anything
Oh,
but
I
bring
already
you.
know. I
So-
already know.
Now, I know it sucks, and I know it's hard to deal with, so I get where you're at. But if I can help put a smile back on that face, you tell me how to do it. I will get as stupid silly as I need to get.
I'm good. I'm good. I just think that it's childlike behavior. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean?
a lot of people
Hey,
are
Granny.
childish.
Hey.
Hey, there's Australia made it back.
Peter says Granny looks 40.
She don't look too
40.
damn old.
As in 40
I
years
don't
old.
look my age either, so what the hell? I think the new 70 is the new 50.
I gotta agree.
And the new 80s, maybe 55, 60.
I'm just gonna wait until I hold my blankie like this. Yeah.
Don't hold your breath during while you're doing it though, because I don't want to see you pass out.
Well, I thought about staying on YouTube till I get 90, and then I'm going to quit.
Right.
I hear you, Tex. Tex, you coming up, honey? I'm sorry if you answered me and I missed you. I apologize.
Oh, I have your chat open too.
Awesome.
How's Massachusetts going, Granny?
It's apparently not a witch hunt.
Oh, okay. I promised I'd never reveal your location. That's why.
I love it. Every time you ask me how I'm doing, I'm somewhere else. I'm like on the Granny Monster Green Cardboard World Tour. Apparently.
Oh, they've docked me. They've pinpointed. They satellited my house. I mean, everything you can imagine. I said,
Wow.
and when they call in pizza for me, that guy says he don't like pepperoni. He'll tell you right off the bat. He said he didn't order this pepperoni pizza because he don't like pepperoni.
I don't care if a pizza ever comes to my door. I got a German Shepherd and a cattle dog. They're getting half of it, and I'll watch them for half an hour, and then after that, I'll eat the rest.
There you go.
No, what they do is they'll order stuff, well, like a telemarketer or call in the middle of the night. Well, I don't sleep anyway, so it gives me somebody to talk to. So I don't really care, you know. I just
I've
laugh.
had plenty of them. I've had plenty
The
of
fun
them.
thing to do with the telemarketers is to, before they start selling you, you start selling them something first, and you don't
Yeah.
let them get a word in edgewise. They will hang up.
Oh,
I've
no,
had-
I wouldn't let the guy hang up. Oh, no, hey, well, I'm just getting started. About 30 minutes, 45 minutes later, the man said bye. Click. And he never called back.
Yep.
we had this big thing going here in Australia with people just ringing you up at all times of the day and night, trying to sell you solar panels. And the last one I had, and they were persistent. They kept ringing every day. And after the solar eclipse we had, I said, "You're not going to believe this," but here, because it was coming from an Indian call center, I said, "Since that solar eclipse, the sun's never come back." I said, "What do I need solar panels for?" And they just hung up.
Well, you know, the funny thing, I love the collection ones that call about your bills. My grandmother was absolutely hysterical. I was there one time, and this guy called wanting to collect on a bill, and she says, "Young man, this is the 5th time y'all have called me, so I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you straight out. Every month I can afford to pay 3 bills. So I put all the names in the hat, I shuffle them up, and I reach out and pull out 3, and whatever comes out, that's what I pay. Now you keep messing with me this way, your name won't even make it in the hat. Are we clear?"
I have to rudely interrupt, and please forgive me for the interruption. Howsoever, we have a very brief, albeit important, request from the chat, and that is from our darling Tosh Time. For yeah, what?
Got it, girl.
You guys wouldn't mind giving her a yeah, what? I bet she would just love that.
Absolutely.
No,
I did tell her I would ask.
Telemarketers and all that stuff. I mean, I have been docked and done by the best of them. I just laugh and go on.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's like my you guys were talking about royalty.
Yeah.
You know? And I have to tell you, I'm here to go on record by saying that there is a Nigerian king who is into me.
All right, you're going to become royalty.
It was a prince,
right?
he voted.
Yeah. Apparently, if I send him enough money, I can go over and see him and marry him and everything.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's the kind you get. The one that needs money.
That's right.
I'd rather have somebody that has no royal blood with a punch of cash.
I think you're.
Because you'd be a queen, but you're already a queen in my eyes. So you know.
Well,
I think your boyfriend sent me a letter, Granny, and he wanted to use my bank account because he ripped off the treasury and wanted to deposit a couple of $100 million in there.
Yeah, I heard about stuff like that. Yeah.
Two-timing hoa.
I know, right? Get them.
Yep. Yeah, if you fall for that kind of shit, I'll sell you the Golden Gate Bridge or the London Bridge or any other damn bridge you need. I'll take that. Well, I'll give you that one in Arizona or no, yeah, Nevada that they bought.
Oceanfront property in Arizona. From my front porch, you can see the sea. I got some oceanfront property in Arizona. If you'll buy that, I'll throw the Golden Gate in free.
All laughing aside, but there is a bridge that they bought and shipped to Arizona, I think it was, and built the damn thing brick by brick, stone by stone. It's a bridge that was in England.
Yep.
I like to jump on the bandwagon when it comes to a running joke. So when they started selling 1 acre blocks of land on the moon, I actually bought one for $20. I got sent a title and everything, but I don't think it'll ever amount to anything.
I bought a whole damn star. What are you talking about? Damn acre.
You can actually buy stars.
A star.
You can buy stars, and it's actually kind of cool to do, though. I've got one as a gift one time, and it's kind of cool to think that you could go to an observatory, you take that paper, the coordinates with it, like the McDonald's that I was telling you about, Granny. You can go there and give them those coordinates, and they'll actually focus one of the giant telescopes on there for you, and you can actually zoom in and see the star that you bought.
Yeah, I bought it.
Cool.
I got a D.
I'd rather have one on my door with my name on it.
Oh,
Well,
but
they,
that'd be lovely. That would be so lovely.
yeah, I
I'm
bought
just
my
wondering
wife a
how.
star one time for our anniversary.
I'm just wondering how I'm going to get a timber and a brick delivery up to the moon when I build a house there.
Oh, you only bought an acre. Hell, that ain't gonna be hard.
Prepared for shipping. The shipping is going to be astronomical. Just be
Yeah, I'll sell you a little bit of that light that comes from my star to warm up your damn planet.
And to be honest, RV, knowing my luck, my 1 acre of land's on the dark side. It'll never see any daylight.
Oh shit! Yeah, that ain't no lie there.
Yonder window breaks. I don't know. That schmuck over there owns it.
Oh, good, Owen.
Yep. About my damn luck, my damn star go nova. Burn up. One
Well,
big flash.
I tell y'all what, out where Granny's at, I know where she's at. And when you outside at night, she can see billions of stars.
Yeah.
It is
can.
some of the most beautiful night skies you will ever see.
Granny, have
Yeah.
you moved again
Thank
since your last location?
Hi, Rusty.
She ain't gonna say. Damn it! Keeping
No,
up with you is
in
like
Texas.
keeping up
Yeah,
with
for
a yo-yo.
sure. I'm in Texas.
No, every time.
There are so many stars in Texas, they even wrote a song about it. Did you know that?
Yeah, of course. The stars are bright.
Stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas. Yep. And it's true. If you really go, like where she's at, because she's out away from all the big lights and all that crap, it's unbelievably gorgeous. I love to go down to the beach at night for that reason. My dad and I will take kayaks out and we'll lay back and float on the kayaks.
Well, Oklahoma's got pretty good sized stars too at night.
Now we took a trip up to Scenic Drive. That is great. I mean, you want to talk about feeling like, near my God to thee, as the saying goes.
Yeah.
You're right there, man. I mean, it is absolutely breathtaking.
Yeah, it really is. And going up to the observatory is like that, to driving up through Fort Davis. Now, Balmorhea is not far from there, from the McDonald thing. It's like not too far from Fort Davis.
Mhm.
And Balmorhea is beautiful in summertime. There's a natural spring that feeds there, and there's a gigantic pool that anybody's welcome to go to. It's free. You can go swim in this spring. The water temperature is 72 degrees year round. It never changes. It's fed from the bottom from a natural spring. And then there's a little runoff where the water they drain it off like a river, and it runs right through the middle of town. And people where sidewalks would be, there are bridges going over the stream for every business there that have to have their own bridge to go over it. And it's
You
beautiful.
just remind me of the next thing I'm going to do to torment my roommate. Next time she's in the bathroom, I'm going to go and I'm going to knock on the door and I'm going to sing, "Tinkle, Texas little star."
I think that'll make her hurry up.
I like ever since I was a kid, I looked up at the night sky and just saw stars. We've got great views here of the stars as well.
Oh,
And we
yeah.
don't, it's really, it's amazing what you see. So I was always interested. So I got some star charts and I learned about the planets and all that sort of stuff. But it really, really hit me when I bought a telescope, my first telescope. And the first thing I wanted to see was those rings around Saturn. Now that is absolutely amazing. That actually exists. What I've seen on TV actually exists, and that was really, really awesome. But yeah, all the other planets are boring. Even the moon.
Closest I ever got to that was taking the ring out of my ex-husband's collar. That taking the ring off my ex finger.
The Indian Lodge. It's in right outside Fort Myers. It's the coolest hotel. It looks like an Indian adobe style buildings. And inside, everything is cedar. The floors, the ceilings, the windowsills, fresh cedar. Oh, it's beautiful. There's a restaurant there, and it's real central to all these other places that I keep telling you about. It's central to all of them. It's the coolest place. It's called the Indian Lodge. It's a neat hotel. It's cool. I need to send you that link.
Awesome.
It sort of makes you realize, when you look up into the the night sky. We had one of our prime ministers describe Australia to the rest of the world one day as a pimple on the arse end of the earth. But when you think about planet Earth, we are a speck of dust compared to what's out there, you know?
Yeah, there ain't no lie there.
I think that we have to have a certain amount of vanity to think that we're alone in the universe.
Yeah,
Yep.
we're not that either. And we're not the most intelligent either.
No,
We're
and
screwed all the way
certainly
around.
hope
And I
Yeah,
don't know why the United Nations wants to get together, and if ever any extraterrestrial beings come to say hello, I don't want to be saying hello, because if they got here before we got to them, they're way smarter than us, and they've got plans for us.
Yeah.
It's like that old science fiction movie, How to Serve Man. It was a cookbook.
They'll come and see you, RV, first, and they'll say, "Give us some of that lard."
Yeah, that lard. They probably fry me in that lard.
I think we need to give Granny a chance to talk. We've been talking a lot, so why don't we give Granny a chance to talk, see how her day's been? What'd
Oh,
you like
I
to
already
do?
know better. If I want to say something, I got to interrupt these two.
That's for sure.
I already know. It's
Sure.
okay.
How was your day, Granny? Go on. How was your day?
My day was on fleek. I was a lazy biznatch that kicked back, watched some Netflix, cooked an amazing Sunday dinner, hung out with my gal pals, had the cat torture me, rolled cigarettes, then saw Country Girl on live, and I was like, my girl.
Yay! I am so glad you did. I really was. I gonna shut it down at 10. I said, no. Granny's here. I have to stay up for my granny. I've missed you. Just didn't hang out with you. So it's awesome. Wonderful to have you here.
I got to hand it to Texas Little Star. She's got some stamina, because does she ever sleep?
About every 3 days.
Whether she did or not. I was actually singing to her because she was like, I don't know, I think I could take a nap, but I don't want to go to bed this early. And I'm like, close your eyes, close your old bloodshot eyes.
That's funny.
Granny, maybe we should get together and sing her a lullaby duet, and when she refuses to sleep, we'll just start playing it real softly in the background until it lulls her and she sleeps.
If she starts typing Z's, we'll know.
But usually, from what my experience and having her as a friend for quite a while now, it's usually every 2 to 3 days.
Yeah.
And then her body gives out. She has no choice but to sleep then.
Pretty much.
Yeah. And then I went through that, so I get it completely.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's like I ate a meal today for the first time in probably a
in
month.
spite of everything that is not on point body-wise, we're troopers.
Yeah, then it's a lot like me. Everybody's like, I don't know how you do it. It does me no good to go lay down and toss and turn and wake up every 5 minutes. It's just going to piss me off, and I'm going to be even more tired.
I feel you.
I might as well just stay up until I know I can sleep.
Yep. Yeah, true enough.
Well, as old as I am, about 2 hours, 2.5 hours sleep's all I need, and I can make another 8. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you don't need that much sleep. And
Well,
I figured
my sleep schedule is like crazy.
Yeah, that's why I said I didn't mind the telemarketer calling me. Hell, I just somebody to talk to.
Kelly, who is Life of a Millwife, if you guys don't know, but Kelly says that Little Star would never sleep if she sang. It's official. You are not the lullaby queen, okay? But yeah, I mean, it just doesn't do me any good. It's just going to piss me off. I mean, and I've gotten to where I've been really disciplined the last week or two about making sure between 10:30 I shut this down. Even if I don't go to sleep, I'm just resting. I'm not up here having to be, because I feel like if I'm here, I need to be attentive not only to my panel, but to the chat and keeping everything going, which is great. And I love doing it. But, after a while, it can get wearing. It can wear you out.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was live on Pet Monster's Halloween party. And I'm not as young as I used to be. After that, it was like, and now for a nap. Because the whole night before, I was so excited about the Halloween party and what am I going to dress up as and what am I going to do and this, you know, I was having what's called racing thoughts.
Yeah.
What I'm talking about. And it was like,
Yep.
you know, because he is, you know, like this is just a generalized hangout and I dig it. And I know we pay attention to the chat and to each other and everything. But for him, it's very, you've got to be on point. You've got to be entertaining and you've got to be, you know, right there, right in the moment. I mean, you really got to be ready for it. You know what I mean? Yeah. And because he and I are both from that radio background. And so we understand dead air and timing and so on. And not that I'm trying to one up him nor he me, but we're both seasoned professionals at this kind of thing. So as a result, I'm laying there, how rusty am I? I'm just so used to these hangouts where it's just a kind of a free for all. What if I say something wrong? And what if I don't? And I can't sleep.
Exactly. Yeah. Hey, Mapleberry, darling. How are you, sweetheart? Yeah, mine is usually thinking about like tonight, and I know my issue is going to be I'm going on vacation next week. You know, I'm working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, which means I'm off Thursday and Friday. It's starts my vacation. Holy crap, I got to do payroll. I got steps, responses to do. I got to get the next steps out for them. I got to get all the filing done. I got to get the billing done. I got to get this. My mind is going to go of everything I have to do in the next 3 days so that I don't get my butt busted before I go on vacation.
So it's kind of like, going back.
It's exactly like what you're talking about. And sometimes I literally have to stop and just tell myself to shut the hell up. I'm trying to sleep here.
Yeah, I actually find like I won't do it all the time, but if my wife goes out with her girlfriends or my daughters or whatever, and I'm left here home alone at night time, I will actually turn on a live stream on the mobile phone, put it on the pillow next to me, and just listening to the people talk gets me asleep easier than if I was to fall.
Now you all know when Benny's there late at night, we're boring him to death. Now we know.
No, because
all out now, we bore him to death.
No, I think the lack of radio conversation. Like, for example, if I turn the radio on here at night time, all I'm going to get is doof music, classical music, and there's no chat. You can't listen to stories and all that. And to me, listening to a live stream at night time, if I'm in bed, is like listening to a story, and it puts me to sleep.
Well, I was raised in the era of radio, so I know exactly what you're saying about dead airspace. I hate just nobody. For 10 minutes, nobody said a word. Well, why in the hell are you having a hangout if you can't? If it's just going to be dead airspace.
Yeah, I love the NPR voices before live streaming, and it was like classic rock, country music, or top 40 Lordy, you know what I mean? And after so much of that, and also having been in radio, you're like, heard that, been there, done that. I would turn on NPR because there would be so much talk radio.
Yeah.
Yep. On NPR. But the NPR voices were always very laid back and very subtle. And, you know, we here at NPR really want to talk about how to make a quilt. Today we're going to talk about quilting. And I'm like, yeah, I'm asleep.
But see, like we had a show here on the radio, and they took it off for some reason, and it was like different topics were picked every night, and it was all talkback radio. And for some reason, hip hop music and all kinds of different weird genres of music seems to be more popular. So it's not entertaining to me. Like, I was entertained by people calling in and venting out their problems and things like, and I would listen to that in bed. But now, well, I can't go listening to Tupac and expect to go to sleep. You know what I mean, or something like that.
I go to the channel that reads a book to you. You know, download a book and let it, read it to you. That
wouldn't work for me because I need to know what was happening next, and my brain would still keep going because I want to know what happens in the story. I'm a reader by nature, so I would want to know what the hell do you think? Don't go in there, you idiot. What the? Yeah. Hey, Bob. I can't have an amazing picture like that guy. I can't go if it's not all done, because all of those things are going to hit deadlines that are due while I'm gone, which means they all have to be done before I leave. So I can't leave any of it.
Are you an accountant?
I am an office manager by
Okay.
title, but I am a one-person office. I do all of the AR, the AP, which is accounts receivables, accounts payables. I do payroll. I do human resources. I do the filing. I do the billing. I do the reports. I do managing all of the employees, the staff. I do all the supplies. In addition to my office, I'm also the executive assistant to the corporate safety director. So I also manage all of our safety programs and training programs. I manage our website. I manage all the new hire training. I do training any new managers. I from one end to another. I do it all.
I think what she's trying to
That's your
say.
resume in one job.
I think what she's trying to say is
I'm already tired. I'm already tired. I'm already tired just having you explain it. If I'm doing it, I would say to hell with this job. I want another one.
I think Country Girl was just trying to explain that she needs a break.
Yeah, I think so. And they're only going to give her 2
Ready,
weeks.
believe me, it's more than ready.
They're only going to give you 2
Kelly,
weeks.
I get it all done, and then you guys can understand. You remember a couple weeks ago, I was traveling back and forth to Sulphur 2 to 3 days a week, running that office in addition to my office, and I had to throw all that in there. And they don't cut me slack on my deadlines. My stuff's due. It's due. It has to get done.
Is that Sulphur, Oklahoma?
Sulphur, Louisiana.
Sulphur, Louisiana. Okay.
Yeah.
We
So I
have a
was
Sulphur
back 2
too.
to 3 days a week for almost a month, you guys. In addition, so running that office plus my safety.
Yeah.
No,
Gosh,
it's like,
I'm glad I worked in a morgue and it was all dead.
which is why I say, Granny, I understand completely trying to lay down, and your brain is just constant. Okay, what's got to get done? I got to get organized.
I could roll them back in the freezer and just say to hell with you till tomorrow.
Anyway, guys, very enjoyable being on the stream. Country Girl, thanks for inviting me. I've got to go and pick up 3 daughters now from school, so I must go. And thank you all on the panel. Nice seeing you again, Granny. I love the smile on your face these days. And
I got to say, you
all-
run one steamy stream on occasion.
I'm sorry, but I am willing to give that stream up for the good of the community. I've told people, just throw your PayPal account details into the chat, and if it raises you money, I will do it. That's not a problem at all. So
Good night, sweetheart. I love you, baby. Go get some sleep. You want me to
thank you
sing
very much, guys.
I will sing
all
you a
right,
quick
see you later,
lullaby.
guys.
You guys, you take
Bye.
care.
Good night, Vanny, honey.
Bye, sweetheart.
Little Star, you want me to sing you a lullaby? I will, honey.
And in the note of C.
I could just sing it anyway, whether she wanted it or not, right? It's my channel. Okay, you ready? Go to sleep, peaceful dreams. May your nighttime be special, for in dreams we can be anything we want to be. Close your eyes, go to sleep. Peaceful dreams, little darling. Tomorrow comes another day, but tonight just be at peace. Mwah. Good night, my darling. You sleep well, honey.
That's
That
a
was
nice
lovely.
song. That was good. That was good.
Thank you.
Especially if people have trouble sleeping. But you can get addicted to sleeping pills now. I know that for a fact.
That was absolutely gorgeous. That was just beautiful.
Oh,
It was a nice song. I liked it.
you.
And you did a good job with it too.
Yeah, she
I
did.
change the words every time I sing it. I kind of make it match the person I'm singing it to. If that makes sense. The melody's the same. It's a classic that everybody knows. But I changed the words. You are so welcome, little star baby. You get some sleep and hope your headache gets better, darling.
I do too. And although I always treasure our time together, you already know that, you know, and I enjoy being an entertainer with you because I do feel as though you are truly an entertainer.
Yeah. I love you.
I want to go and make sure she's all right and
Absolutely. Absolutely.
everything like that because yeah, I am. I was happy before and I am happy now.
Good. I love you, and it is an honor to have you here with me.
Thank you.
You go take care of our girl and give her a hug for me, okay?
I surely will.
All right, honey. I love you. Thank you for coming.
All right, Granny. We'll talk to you later.
Night,
And
night.
on that night, guys, I went 30 minutes past my time. Love you guys.
Yeah.
I went 30 minutes past the time I was going to cut
I've
this.
really enjoyed you, and
So
thank you for inviting me.
you're welcome, darling. You have a great evening.
You
Everybody
too, and
out there,
don't work too damn hard. Tell me
I'm gonna
you
try.
need some more damn help. You take
Thank
care.
you, guys. So you guys have a great evening. Thank you for hanging out. I love you, every one of you. You guys are amazing, and I'm so blessed to have you here and to have you spend time with me, and I appreciate it. I love you all. And on that note, good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really can't stay. Good night, my loves. Good night. Sweet dreams, everybody. See y'all tomorrow.